What's up YouTube, it's Adrian from MMO's World. Welcome back to the channel. We have a brand new first impressions video for you today. We are checking out War Thunder. This is a free-to-play cross-platform MMO dedicated to large-scale vehicle battles on land, on air, and on sea across different eras such as World War II, and then they've got the Korean War as well. It was released in 2013 by Gaijin Entertainment. And here's an interesting thing. The reason we're doing a first impression for this is because towards the end of May, we'll have a special video coming out where we'll compare both War Thunder and its competitor, World of Tanks. So that's going to be an interesting video to keep an eye out for here on our channel. And for that reason, I'm going to do a first impressions video on the army, I suppose, because it's the closest thing to what World of Tanks offers in terms of land battles. You can see here there's a preview video going on which actually looks kind of cool with planes entering the play here. There's tanks, looks like soldiers as well, but I'm not sure if you can actually play a soldier, so we'll find that out. But tanks looks really interesting because they're from different eras. You saw the Tiger there, then there's like a more modern version as well of a tank. You know, they've got planes too, but I'm not going to touch that for these first impressions because, as you know, I can't make a direct comparison to World of Tanks there, even though the developers of World of Tanks, which is Wargaming.net, has, of course, their own World of Warplanes, their own World of Warships, and, of course, World of Tanks. So those are all three separate games, whereas War Thunder has all these three incorporated into one game. So we're just going to go focus on Army for now, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. Let's go ahead and click that. And now I can choose my country for the first battle. Now I know this is just picking country, but in the background here you can see this is sort of like a hangar with some currency, reputation, maybe experience points. I'm not sure. I've never played War Thunder before, of course. You can see there's a crew down here as well, and then what vehicles you have in your garage. So in that regard, it's pretty similar to Wargaming.net's World of Tanks and Warplanes and what have you. So I am going to pick... Well, I'm going to pick Germany, of course. I'm a firm believer that the Germans had the best tanks during World War II. My favorite, of course, being the Panzer IV and the Panzer V and 6, respectively. I think it's the Panther and the Tiger. So this is the tutorial. It's taking me straight in. It says, would you like to complete the tutorial, basic tank course? I'll get 100 of these golden eagle thingies and 5,000 of these silver lion thingies. Still no idea what these are, so I'm gonna go ahead and click yes to start. So let's go do the tutorial real quick. So towards the end of May, when we'll be doing the comparison between World of Tanks and War Thunder, we'll be looking at a couple of things, including graphics, the scale of the battle.
How to control your vehicle.
Alright, so we're gonna learn how to control vehicle. There's dialogue in the background. Somebody was verbally speaking to me.
Begin moving forward.
So it's WASD to move your tank, so in many ways pretty similar to World of Tanks. Controls are really smooth, and I have to say I am playing on the highest graphics. Just to give you guys some context here, I am playing on high. Let's go ahead and turn that up to maximum. Oh, but I need a restart. Oh well, never mind. High's fine, I suppose. So let's go ahead and move to the designated point. What's funny is, even though I clicked Germans, I expected to see the German tank, but this is actually a Russian tank. This is the T-34, I believe. So, I'm not sure what happened there. Probably the tutorial just lets you play as one standard tank. It's just the Russian tank. So, wow, I mean, just looking around, graphics look pretty decent. I mean, it's a game made in 2013. I'm not sure if there have been any graphical modifications ever since, but it's the gameplay that I want to be checking out. So here we are.
In the lower right corner, you can see a mini-map which shows your tank as an arrow. It also shows the position of your opponent. This time, a training target is the red icon on the map.
Okay, so
you can see several markers on the screen. The cursor, which the turret of your tank follows, the marker indicating the direction of the tank cannon, and the crosshairs that shows where the tank shell will hit. Take into consideration that the mouse aiming cursor is not a gun sight, and only serves to help you if you
Okay,
want
so that's
to
an
hit
interesting mechanic.
If you want to hit the enemy tank,
So
wait for
basically,
the
you just
turret
have to
turn
wait
towards the opponent.
for the little
Align the
reticle
crosshair
to
with the
enter the
target.
big one,
It
which
will
means
change color when
the
it is
shell
over the
will hit the
opponent.
tank, and I can't
Move
rush
the
it.
cursor over the indicated tank.
Well, unfortunately, I think the tutorial kind of hung on me, so that's not a good first impression at all. I don't know if that's usual or not. So never mind the tutorial, let's go back to the hangar and let's just jump into the game and we'll learn as we go. Okay, so here we are, random battle. I just clicked random battle, so I have no idea about what map I'm gonna be in or even what tank I'm gonna be using. So okay, I have two tanks here. I have the Panzer III and the Panzer PZ-35, which is really early time. We're gonna go for the Panzer III here. You got user skin, you got camouflage, and you can choose your respawn points as well. So what I'm gonna be doing is just click to battle. That should take me in. So in this regard, I guess the similarity is pretty similar to World of Tanks in that, you know, you move to a designated point and you stick to your team. The graphics look good though. I really like, you know, the background. I mean, the textures could definitely be better. Like, look at the tree over there. But we're not. I mean, in a war game, especially a game that is of, you know, featuring lots of players on a map, textures of, you know, the environment is not really a thing that a lot of these players consider important, because the gameplay is the one that's ultimately, you know, a lot of players are going to be judging a war game by, especially a competitive game like World of Tanks or War Thunder. I'm just seeing what the other team is going to do here. Oh, okay, we have an enemy tank over there. Here's what I'm going to do. So I have not hit it, I think. So there's another tank there. I missed. Oh, I hit it. So, I mean, I've played a bit of World of Tanks in the past, and War Thunder is brand new to me. And in World of Tanks, for example, you know, once you get your cursor over the enemy tank, you have to wait for a while until the reticle turns green before you fire the shell, essentially. But in War Thunder, the whole waiting for the second smaller reticle to make its way into the tank is a pretty decent feature as well. I mean, it'll come down to a matter of preference, and there's still so much more, you know, we need to check out, like progression, how easy is progression gonna be. We have a tank over there, waiting for him to come over the hill. Here he comes. I see him.
Excuse me.
I have done a critical hit. Artillery fire incoming. I'm gonna hide under the bridge here. Just make sure I don't get hit. Yeah, reversing is a little slow. I have a buddy over here who's gonna act as a meat shield. When you hit tab, you're gonna see you know, just the basic info of the match, who's the highest scorer, how many kills has each player got, stuff like that. It's a little hard to see. Well, apparently, only one person has been killed so far in this match. Uh-oh. Is that a tank over there? Yeah, that's a tank over there. It's a Panzer III, same tank as I got. So it's a matter of trying to get him. Nothing there.
Somebody attack him!
I got him. I really like the feature where on the top right it shows you exactly where you hit. So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna try and go around them, see if I can actually get some better hits. Because right now I'm just hitting stuff, but I'm not actually getting, you know, confirmed kills or whatever. So I want to see if I can get anything from here. There are some buttons down here too, like number 1, number 7. Press number 7 to attack an enemy bomber. Okay. Air battle will start. I have no idea what that is, but I just clicked air battle by hitting the number 1. Oh my goodness, what have I done? What have I done? Oh no. So I've just moved on from from land to air. I wonder if that's a good idea. Well, let's just see how good my flying skills are. try and hit some of these planes here, or some of these tanks. Just see how well I do. Oh dear, oh dear. This is not part of the plan, folks. I was just gonna stay on the ground and try out the tank battle, but hey, airplane works too. I don't see any planes in the sky anymore. This could be me, of course. There's a timer going on. I'm not sure what that's for. Oh no, I am getting hit because I went into the air. This is not good. Well, there is a repair feature, so what I can do is hold F to start repairing, so that's what I'm going to do now. Oh, goodness me, there's a tank right in front of me. No, 27 seconds. That's too long. Okay, the next time he comes up, I am going to fire. I can't. He got me good. And now I've been knocked out because I was repairing the tank. Oh, he went right through my crew. Okay, this feature right here where it shows you the impact of the damage is actually really cool. I love that feature. Something that World of Tanks actually doesn't have, is to be able to see how much impact you have, or where did you hit, or you know, what the damage is to your crew. So that's kind of cool. So that is done. Okay, so I have gotten my first trophy from my first match here at War Thunder. And it is 2,500 of these currency. I still have no idea what this is called, by the way, because, you know, he never told me. So I will take that. Alright, let's see our stats here. We have mission accomplished. Ooh. Well, would you look at that? I have earned a new tank. It's the Panzer II DAK. It's a light tank, so it's going to be pretty fast, good for scouting and whatnot. And I can choose a crew and everything. Okay, back to the stats. So my place in the team tells you what you are placed in the team. I got number 9. There's some new achievements as well. Battle tried, participate in several fights. Second one is champion, win several fights. Well, I'm not sure I won anything there. A new decal as well. Cool, so you can have decals. Well, customization on your tank is going to be quite an important feature here, of course, because it is a tank game. And then there is awards as well. Safe and sound fighter, rewarded for preserving a fighter plane at the end of an aerial battle. So I thought that feature was really cool. In the middle of a battle, I was able to get up into the air and play as a fighter, and, you know, try and help the troops fighting on the ground. Even though it's for a short period of time, that actually added some excitement to the gameplay, so that's kind of cool. And then 2 cards, which are assists streak. I assisted 4 times in a row. That's really cool, I suppose. And there you have it. I have, okay, so these are research points, pretty similar to World of Tanks. Then you're going to use research points to move up the tiers when you research new vehicles. And Silver Lions, okay, so that's what this is called. Silver Lions is the main currency, and I've got Golden Eagles as the premium currency. Oh, you can save replay too. Cool feature. Okay, so there is a premium account status, which will get you more of the currency and stuff. Okay, so now let's go back to the garage. This is the garage, of course. I have a booster item here, duration for 1 day. It's going to give me 10% of main currency. I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah, this is the garage right now. I have 3 tanks, the Panzer III and the DAK as well. Let's just click on the Panzer III again. And then the research bar is right here on top here, so you click that, it's going to open your research trees. I mean, if anyone has played World of Tanks, this is going to look awfully familiar to you. You probably know what to do now. All you got to do is play a certain tank enough times, and then you spend the research points going down the tiers, and then you unlock, you know, different parts. You can upgrade your parts like cannons and tracks and stuff like that. So let's see here. Okay, modifications. This is how you do it. You can buy better mobility. You know, you can get better supplies. Some of these looks like they take the premium currency, and yeah, actually a lot of them take the premium currency. That's interesting. I wonder if you can just you know, upgrade it with normal currency. Let's see, modifications, RP required. That's research points basically. But yeah, interesting. Again, very similar to World of Tanks, so if you're familiar with World of Tanks, you will have no problems here. And then there's premium vehicles as well. You can see the PZ2 DAK, which is what I was awarded, is actually a premium vehicle, which normally I suppose you would have to buy using your premium currency. And let's see, what are the premium vehicles here? Oh, Tiger 2, the King Tiger is a premium vehicle. I see, that's not going to be very popular, I suppose. The Brumbar, the Sturmpanzer, is also a premium vehicle. Well, in terms of how I can go down here, let's see, PZ3 goes all the way down to Tiger 1, goes down to the Tiger E, and then you got the Tiger 2, King Tigers here as well. Tiger 2, and the Mouse. Good to see the Mouse. And then he goes on all the way to the Leopard, which is a modern day tank for the Germans. So that's what I mean by, you know, this game actually crosses different eras. Well, to a certain extent, World of Tanks does as well. So, yeah, I mean, overall, in terms of first impressions, you know, a lot of people are going to argue that War Thunder is a clone of, you know, World of Tanks. But to be fair, War Thunder does offer a lot more in terms of the air battles and, you know, the ability to move between the two. I think that's a really interesting feature. In terms of game modes, you can see there's custom battles, user missions, which I think is pretty interesting. You have a historical campaign, dynamic campaign, you know. So there's a lot of content to do, and you know, you have to pay for it. You gotta pay for some of this content, but then again, War Thunder is a free to play game, so it makes sense that some of these features are gonna cost you real money. So there's a shop here. You can check out the item shop. A lot of this stuff goes for the premium currency. Is there a way to find out how much it is in terms of premium currency? It doesn't tell you the exact price right now, but you can just go ahead and grab premium account if that's your thing. So yeah, that's pretty much concludes our first impressions in terms of War Thunder and gameplay, and we've had a look at the battle and the environments and you know, maneuverability of the tanks and the research trees and progressions. A lot of it's very similar to World of Tanks. So in next week's episode, we're going to be looking at World of Tanks itself, the grandfather of, you know, MMO, tank on tank big battles, and then at the end of May we'll compare the two and see which one does tank battles best. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this first impressions video of War Thunder. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more MMO content. Also visit our website at mmosworld.com, where we update daily, you know, on the latest MMORPG news. We've got opinion articles, we've got exclusive stuff there, as well as giveaways too. So as ever, my name is Adrian from MMOs World, signing out.